Hello, world, and welcome one and all. My name is Cameron Ludit, and I'm here today with you for your Just Be Better card of the day. Today, we are going to give the Mystical Cat Tarot by Lunea Weatherstone another shot because yesterday we didn't get any kitty cats. But that's okay because and the card of the day just flippity flopped out of the deck. What do we got here? Dun dun dun. We have the Eight of C. And so let's see if we can see this a little bit more. We got a kitty cat. And what is this kitty cat doing? Listening to a she tell on the seashore. And, you know, I'm honestly not quite too sure what they're trying to depict here. There's a little kitty cat mermaid on a shrine. And no clue what the artist is trying to get across there at all, to be honest. But the Eight of C corresponds to the Eight of Cups, which is the Lord of Abandoned Success. And maybe I'll figure it out in the next couple minutes. But um, what is success? Success isn't fulfillment. So many people are like, I want to be successful, but you could be successful at ruining your life, and that doesn't help at all. People are successful at just being drones. That's not any good. And so success is to pursue an endeavor and complete it. That is what success is. There's nothing in that component that intrinsically implies fulfillment or happiness or purpose. There are, um, let's say, there's something called the narcissistic family dynamic, and the role of a parent is to raise and is to meet their child's emotional needs, meet their physical needs, keep them alive, and to instill in them the confidence and the skills and the ability to be an individual and be independent and go out into the world and be able to not be dependent on their parent anymore. And so um, the narcissist is insecure as they grew up as children who didn't have their needs met and therefore have been programmed to be hyper focused on their own needs, and they end up selfish and entitled like a toddler, and they never grow out of that toddler phase. And when they eventually have children, they raise children that meet their emotional needs instead of the other way around, and they repeat that cycle from when they were a child, and they would like to raise little mini-me's. And so the first role of the child in the narcissistic family dynamic is the golden child. It is the child that brings success to the family, brings glory to the family, helps the family maintain the image that they are a happy, successful family, and there's nothing wrong when nothing could be further from the truth. And so children are dependent on their parents, and we need our parents' love. If our parents don't love us, they could just leave us as babies to die. And so we become extremely attuned to the needs of the parents because if we learn that we have to meet the parents' needs or we don't get loved, and if we don't get loved, we don't get taken care of, and if we don't get taken care of, we might die, and then that all of a sudden creates a new cycle of insecurity. They never actually get to develop a healthy psyche. They never get to focus on who they are as an individual because they're too focused on meeting the needs of their parents. And so there's times when people do things in their lives just because their parents tell them to, and they can become successful at these things. However, whether they actually have a sense of purpose and meaning and fulfillment in their life is not intrinsic to the idea of them being successful. And there are many people in the world that are successful and rich and famous, yet they cheat on their wives, or they have drug habits, or um, you think about sad cases like Robin Williams, where super successful actor ends up committing suicide. Just because we are successful does not mean we have a good life. And so the Eight of Cups is when we recognize through our intellectual conscious mind and we deduce that we need to abandon our success in order to actually find the emotional fulfillment that we've been missing throughout our lives. And so if we are climbing up a ladder and we are trying to reach a destination, and that destination isn't going to help us live the life that we want and have the fulfillment and meet our needs in life, doesn't matter how high you climb that ladder. You might be the highest on that ladder than anybody else, but if it's not where you want to go, if it's not where you want to be in life, then you got to hop down that ladder as quickly as possible and find the ladder that's actually going to help you reach the destination where you want to go in life. And so, a little bit longer than 5 minutes today, but that is your Just Be Better card of the day. Have yourself a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow.